Just a small correction, sir. I'm an Indian from the south, north of South Indian.
Indian first started. Do you believe that the Islamic law is only Quran and Sunnah? No.
Go
You're
ahead.
absolutely wrong.
Go ahead, please
No,
explain.
it is not.
Right.
It is Quran, it is Sunnah,
Right.
it is the judicial or the fatwas given.
Hadith.
It is no, Sunnah is Hadith only.
Hadith only.
Then
That's
you
the
have
tradition.
schools of thought.
Right.
Hanafi, Shafi'i, Maliki, Fiqh.
Right.
Then you have Fatwa Alamgiri. There are so many books.
So
You know,
these schools
it's-
of thought, what is the basis of the schools of thought? Is the simple question.
every religion, every school of thought.
Right.
Basically,
Has the audience
Muslim-
understood the question? Okay, great.
No, listen.
Yes, please.
Fantastic.
Right.
Majority of Indian Muslims are Hanafis.
Okay.
We follow Fatwa Alamgiri.
Okay.
And that protection, where it comes from? Article 26.
Okay.
Isn't it?
And what is the basis of Fatwa Alamgiri?
Fatwa Alamgiri is the opinion of the Islamic scholars who were born in India,
Based on what?
based on Quran and Sunnah,
Thank you.
and also advice.
Thank you.
Listen, no.
So, I've been made a specific request that as much as possible, if we could speak in both English and Hindi for the benefit of the audience, that would help. Sure, great, okay. So, I'll start with my first question. I'm so sorry.
No, this is the culture of India that all three South Indians are sitting and you're asked to speak in Hindi. Good.
Just a small correction, sir. I'm an Indian from the south, north of South Indian.
Indian first started. Good.
So, I'll start with my first question to Dr. Swami. Since the topic of the debate happens to be constitutional values, I remember you making a statement, and in fact, perhaps you've even written on it, that the Constitution, at the heart of it, is a dharmic document, and it sees India as a Hindu Rashtra. And I suppose that this entire statement or conclusion comes from your experience with handling constitutional law and having read it. For the sake of the audience, could you please enlighten us as to what is the basis of this statement? Because I've read the constitutional debates myself, and I'd like to understand your position on this.
Sure. First of all, I must repeat again, this topic that you have framed, the critical word is now. And whatever Mr. Owaisi said, while I don't disagree with it, but I will say this has been happening all through the last 70 years, but he is only bothered about the last 5 years. That's the problem. The threat to the Constitution will always be there because we are a country which has come through out of imperialism and foreign invasions, and therefore this process of becoming your mindset to being prepared for abiding by the Constitution is going to take time, and that means through struggle. So therefore, this word, if you were to ask me, this debate was badly framed because you used the word now. So once you have dropped the word now, I'll come to this question. First of all, I will also say that the directive principles are not, you can't, individual citizen cannot go to court and say, these directive principles I want to enforce because it is my fundamental right. True. But it also says the provisions contained in this part, which is the directive principle, shall not be enforceable by any court, but the principles therein laid down are nevertheless fundamental to the governance of the country, and it shall be the duty of the state to apply these principles in making laws. So it is not a fundamental right of mine, but it is binding on the government to implement it. So it is a mandatory provisions, number one. Number two, when I spoke about this question of this being already a Hindu Rashtra's constitution, I don't need a new constitution, because people were saying there should be a new Hindu Rashtra constitution. I said, why? It's already there. All that the Hindu Rashtra would require is already there. First of all, in the preamble, they have said faith is a fundamental right. So in this Ram Janmabhoomi, we won the case because my petition, which came in, and said that my faith is that Ram was born here, and that I have a fundamental right to pray there. Whereas a mosque is a place to read namaz, and namaz can be read anywhere, including in my drawing room, even on this place. So this distinction showed that we were able to use the word faith for a religious purpose, which is dear to us. Second, Uniform Civil Code has to be enforced by the government. That's what the Constitution says. Protection of cow is here. It's not on agriculture. It's a ban on cow slaughter. I'll read it out because Owaisi is a highly educated lawyer. So lawyers never tell the truth. So let me read out what exactly it says. And so that there is no doubt in this at all. 48. Protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding of forests and wildlife. The state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and safeguard the forest with life, etc. Then it goes on to say that the state shall endeavor to organize agriculture, animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines, and shall in particular take steps to preserving, improving the breeds and prohibiting the slaughter of cows and calves. So prohibiting the slaughter of cows. They haven't said buffaloes, they haven't said pigs, they haven't said any of the other things. So that similarly, I pointed out to you about Article 351, Sanskrit. This is another Hindu Rashtra demand. Devanagari shall be the script that shall be used in Hindi and not any other script. That's also a Hindu Rashtra demand. And throughout, I will show every place wherever there is a Hindu Rashtra demand. Hindus can never want that all should follow Hinduism. All religions lead to God, so we have no difficulty if there are Jews here, there are Parsis here, there are Christians here, there are Muslims here. And they want to worship, we will allow it. Do they want to build a masjid? Of course, they have a right to build it. There are Muslim countries where I can't build a temple, but this country you can build as many mosques you want. So that is the issue.
So I have a question for you, sir.
So you don't want to reply to him?
You can respond to him after I ask my question. Yeah? Okay. So from what I understand, and please correct me if I've got the history wrong, AIMIM is the successor organization to the MIM, which
No.
was,
No.
it was not? I
No.
see. So it was started by Mr. Qasim Rizvi, who fled to Pakistan in 1957.
No, you got your history and facts wrong.
I thought he was for the support of the creation of a South
No,
Pakistan,
no.
which is the Hyderabad
This-
princely
this-
state.
this-
Let me just finish my question.
No, let me-
just
no,
finish my
no,
You can
this-
correct me. I'll allow you to correct me. So my question is, as a party, which assume for a moment it's a misplaced conception or it's a misplaced assumption, which sees itself as the legal successor of MIM.
No, we don't.
I'd like
No,
to
your-
understand.
no, your question is
how
wrong.
have you managed to chart your journey from an entity which was for the creation of Pakistan to an entity which supports the Constitution of India? Just explain that to
You're
us.
factually wrong.
Okay, please go ahead, explain.
So I don't know which history books you have read, but I can give you some good history books to correct your understanding of history. This is a political party which has no relation whatsoever with the earlier MIM. This is AIMIM. People who had who were called Razakars, they went to Pakistan. We have no connection whatsoever with the Razakars or with that MIM, which is called. This was a party which was established and registered in the Election Commission of India. We started our political journey in 1958 onwards. And when you register a political party, you have to subscribe and accept to India's constitution. And that is how this political journey has started from 1958 onwards.
So since you mentioned that under this particular government, there has been a lot of, let's say, sabotage as far as the constitution is concerned. I remember that Shri Salahuddin Owaisi, your father, was a contemporary of Indira Gandhi. So I'm trying to understand what was the position taken by your party as an organization towards the policies of Miss or Mrs. Indira Gandhi during her regime, especially during emergency and subsequently.
Well, you see, these are journeys wherein sometimes you are in weather of winter or autumn. So, politicians have to travel to various weathers. We supported Mrs. Gandhi, we opposed her, and this has been the reality. And that is why even Mrs. Gandhi came to our party office for the Sikandarabad by-election Mr. Shiv Shankar was contesting. So she came to our office and we supported her at that time. Then we opposed her as well. And now I am a bitter opponent of Congress, and that is why I carry this baggage of being B team, C team, I don't know which team it is. So this is what politics continues.
I see. You wanted to respond to Dr. Swami's point.
Okay, now to respond to Dr. Swami's point about calling constitution a Hindu Shastra, right?
Hindu Rashtra. He says it validates the concept of Hindu Rashtra.
Hindu Rashtra.
Yes.
For me, the constitution is not a religious book. It is not even a piece of literature. And for me, religious text is what? That governs my relationship with my God, who I believe in. Constitution, that is not the case with the Constitution. The Constitution is a legal text which says that India has no religion. India has no religion. India celebrates all the religions. In fact, India even celebrates people who don't believe in God. So, on that point, Mr. Swami is wrong. Secondly, Mr. Swami read from the Constitution. He is reading some directive principles. What is the word he used? The state shall endeavor. Now, as a legal student, I am not a legal luminary, Mr. Swami. He is a rightful successor of Lord Denning. I can say that. So, the word shall and word may means is mandatory. The word shall is not mandatory.
It's the other way around.
Other way around. Okay. No,
it's the other way around.
Let me
plain English tells me it's the other way around.
Let me come. Endeavor. Now, endeavor, when it comes to endeavor, is it compulsory in the government? No. And when you talk about, sir, that cow slaughter, you read earlier. Can I just pass me that? Let 1 minute. I could have got it. See, when it comes to cow slaughter, what it is under directive principle of Organization of Agriculture and Animal Husbandry. Organization of Agriculture and Animal Husbandry. So where is the question of acceding to the Hindu religion over here? And please remember that when Constitution was being made, Shama Prasad Mukherjee was there. And then Mr. Swami talks about directive principles. He talked about Uniform Civil Code. Let me read 51B. To cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. He is against protest. How did we get our freedom? Had we not protested? And didn't Ms. Swami's party protest with Anna Hazare? You did protest. You did protest. I mean, not you in person. You don't come out on roads, you go to courts. Yes. But there was a protest. There was a protest. And then you talk about directive principles, sir. You know, for Uniform Civil Code, what will be the Uniform Civil Code? Please tell me. Can you reconcile the Daya Bhaga and Mitakshara school of thought? Can you ensure that the Hindu undivided family tax rebates are given to every religion? Isn't that contradicting right to equality? And moreover, sir, you're an economist. Please tell me, sir, I want one answer from you. This present government, how much allocation has been made for protection of cow?